Good morning. This is for Chuck and Mike and Sarah and Patrick, if you get a chance to watch it. I just wanted to do an evaluation for you of these numbers to kind of see where you are. We're mid-month, and so we just need to pour the gas on, guys, and let's go. Just so you can see, this number right here, 186, I'm going to take it and do 186 right there. Times my 60, that should give me my contact rate, 111. You guys are at 107. So is there anybody below the margin? Yeah, Bree, a little bit. Okay, then times 60% right there. That should give me 66, 67. Pretty close. So, we're running tight. I like it. Who's better at it? Who's not? This 17 to 16, how is that possible? 106%. So the purification of the numbers needs to happen. That's why I think Chuck was initially asking, is this for real? 0 sold out of 11 people brought to the store. Okay, so let's make sure our numbers are right, and let's purify this, because this is our reporting dashboard for all the powers that be at the store, and they have a right to know. And the reason why they have a right to know is because they have all the investment in driving traffic to the store to sell cars. So let's take a look at the next one. Times 60%. That's my third 60. I should have 40 shows. You guys are at 45, so we're above the curve. Really appreciate that. And then you take a look at what should be sold. Now I know that's left to the sales department, but everybody is on the same team. Everybody is in the same house. If your check says Lundgren at the top, y'all all working for the same purpose. Okay? So 24 and I've got 12. Well, if she could at least had hers, there's 5. I mean, Bree had 11 and 5 show, 19 and 5 sold, right? I'm looking at 60% of that. I mean, what's half of that is 5, so 6. I mean, really, everybody should have, this should be like 7. That should be 6 and 6. You see where we're going? Okay. So how does that happen? That I could bring 45 opportunities and I can only sell 12 of them. And the biggest hurt is Sam's. So the question is, we need to go and do an investigation. So Mike, this is where, as a director, you should oversee that department and you should help protect these kinds of things. Not that the desk and the salespeople are up to no good, but just purify it. Out of 11 that came, how many of them are still pending approval? Are all TDs and we're resubmitting, or have a conditional call that we just said no thanks? How many walked away without a TO? And how many that came and left without buying, just couldn't come to terms, right? Where there's manager TOs, and that's important because we spent money in this department and digital to bring this traffic in, and we brought it in and it left without buying a car. That's not the result we're after. That's like making a bunch of appointments for service. We had 11 confirmed appointments and then we didn't do a single additional RO. We just would like to know, right? So there's where you are. Let's take a look at that. These are areas of importance. Here's what I will show you. I'm going to look at this line 3. I think I've showed you this before. 45 to line 1 total lead count. We're just looking at leads. That number should be 22%. So you can start measuring yourself and the department. So the department is bringing at least above or at 60% shows with the lead bank they're working. And they're not too far off pace what they're doing. So to me, the BDC is doing their job. Are they perfect? No. Do we have up and down months? Absolutely. But they're mostly getting the bat on the ball. I'm liking it so far. Got an issue here, so we need to find out where the deficiency is. Okay, it's not a lot, but we should have half of 40 is 20. So I should have had about 20 something, 24, 25 units here if I'm a swinging department. So what happened? I need to know that breakdown. Out of 45, the 12 that sold, those 8 that y'all told me are pending. Okay, so that give me to 20. I'm liking it, but I think I left a little bit of breadcrumbs. What happened? So that way we can pass that up the chain appropriately, and then when I come in, we can take appropriate actions to assist the floor in the conversion. This is typically what we find in the stores I go in. We get a department cranking it and we have a failed conversion or a partial conversion. We have room for improvement, not to beat anybody over the head, right? Here's what you want to look at as well, this 12 of the total lead. So 12 divided by 186 total lead. Okay, you just want to see what your team is doing, 186. And that is 6%. And that's just not acceptable. We really need to be around the 13%, 12, 13%. The 60, 60, 60, 60, this number should equate to 13%, right? So 10 would have been 18, 19 units, right? So if we would have been at that 20, 8 pending, maybe we're there, but I'd like to see that cleanup. This is the United States, so we're able to deliver a lot faster than other countries and book a deal faster than other countries. So I'd like to see us do what we normally know how to do. So 22% is what I'm looking for as your bogey for your department called BDC. And then for sales, you're looking for 13% of that number, whatever it comes out to be. And then let's take a look at the calls. And here's a demonstrability that I'm finding curious. 15 shows from Samantha, the same person. Here we were able to sell 4 out of that 15, right? Here we had 2 out of 16 and 8 out of 13. So I mean, who likes Bree? What's going on here? What does Bree know that the other ones don't? 5 out of 11 is a good kill. This is even a better kill, but this is a stark improvement from that. How do I go from 0 to 27% with the same ability person? So question the appointments and the shows. Are they quality? Are they real? Okay. Did we already know that the person said they were in a bankruptcy? So we need to coach and train these girls to make sure we understand. I don't want to pre-qualify every customer, and I don't want to pre-pencil deals, but I don't need to bring somebody in that absolutely couldn't buy right now. But then at the same time, who are we to say, because we're not the bank, right? Who are we to say, we couldn't get that bankruptcy approved? But here's the deal. There needs to be an equilibrium there. I don't want the desk calling out foul going, all they're doing is bringing us trash. Well, that's not our job to sort it out. That's why it's called an up. Okay, they're bringing you additional ups. So here we go. Let's take a look at this. I got 49 out of 87. So, that's going to be an incredibly high number. 49 out of 87. Well, that number, standard-wise, if you look at the 360, 60, 60, 60, then what you should be looking for is at least 33%. Well, way above it. But let's take this number. Okay. So, so let's take a look at 17 divided by 87. So 19%. So really, if I look at it, I'm looking for this number right here. So let's go 60. So 87 calls, that's immediate contact. Should have 52 appointments here above, right? And I should have, so we're inviting people to show. Should have 31 show. I mean, you guys are crushing it. So that should be 33%, and this should be 22. So let's see what that is times 60. And that's like 19. So just right there. I mean, right there. So no deficiency there. How can I go from this paradigm called a phone pop to this paradigm where we have to call people on leads and produce this result? What is the difference between the floor handling this and the floor handling that? Because it's the same team that seems to be gaining the appointments and the connections and the confidence of the public to come and see us. So I'd like to know. There's a great opportunity for us. This could all be water under the bridge if the 8 pending are all E leads, but I don't think they are. We need to drill down and find out. What can we do? Okay? Thanks a lot.